Hello and welcome to yet another episode of our Yoshicraft Modsauce Let's Play. In this episode we are gonna go ahead and continue what we ended last time, which was our Tinker's Construct. Since the last episode I have completed some of the stuff that I was talking about, like I completed the Tinker's Construct furnace in here, and I'm gonna show you that's how it ended up looking. So what I did was I made it go all the way up to the wall right there like that, and with glass in so we could see the babies in there. And I filled this one up with lava as well. So as you can see here, it has plenty of lava in it, so we don't have to go and refill it all the time. And there's even a scroll bar on the input item here, so that means we can put lots and lots of stuff in it. So what we're gonna do first of all is we're gonna make some tools, and for that we are gonna need some of these casts here. So we're gonna make a broad axe. We're gonna make a hammer. So let's check out what we need to do the hammer. The hammer is this one. No, that's the battle axe. Oh, is this wrong? No, I think it's right. So this is the hammer. So we need one of these, two of these, and one of those. So let's count what we need. We need 3, 8, 16. That's 19. Oh, 24, that's 27. So we need 27 ingots of whatever material we're gonna make it of. So we're just gonna make everything in steel because steel is very strong. And to get steel, we need to use coal and we need to use iron. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna take some of the wood we have, which we have plenty of now, and we're gonna turn it into more charcoal. So first of all, we're gonna make sure we have a full stack of charcoal. That's pretty important. There we go. Have a full stack. That's 2 stacks of iron. And we've got plenty of iron in the it's full. Okay. That's 100. So we've got plenty of iron ore in this one, which we can turn into the beautiful, beautiful ingots. So let's do that right away. We got quite a few of them. So let's put that in there. And as you all know, we have to turn this around when it's done. We are going to need something else. We're going to need a lot of redstone, so I'm going to grab as much of that as I can right now. I'm going to delete this filter. Oh, Sate has just joined. Well, that's cool. Another player. Let's do all redstone. I am sorry about the noise. Somebody is doing his stuff. Somebody is drilling the walls, I think. Not sure what's going on. Alright, so we're going to turn this around and it should be, there's even more carbon than, okay. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm sorry about the drilling noises. Can't really do anything about it. Gonna put this in that one. Grab some of these, might use them later. And that's going to give us a lot of redstone. We're going to need tons and tons and tons of redstone to upgrade our tools, and I will show you how that works later on. But for now, we're going to take uh, so yeah, there's the redstone. We're going to need tons of redstone, and we are also going to need tons of the blue stuff. Lapis lazuli, gonna need tons of that as well. So we might as well just shift these two around. We want the steel first. cool. Let's recount this. 27 is what we're gonna need, and that's more than enough now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill in 27 of these ingots into the machine here, into this forge here, and all of them could fit there. Even fit 9 more if I wanted to. And you can see these blocks in there. That's pretty cool. But they are going to change into the liquid form, which we will then use to craft our weapons with. So let's grab. There's even more steel dust here. I didn't realize that. Oh, that's cool. So we got plenty of steel now. So that's really good. We are gonna need a lot of lapis lazuli as well. So let's reset this one and set it to lapis, and then say you go girl. And gonna put in. I could probably get more redstone out of it if I use the enrichment chamber like that, because that gives 12 at a time. But I'm okay with losing for redstone for the benefit of getting the silicon, which we will need tons of in the end. So, and by the end I don't mean the end area, but I mean in generally in the end of, yeah, we're gonna need a lot of redstone. That's what I meant. Um, and we're gonna need a lot of lapis lazuli though. The lapis lazuli, for that matter, we can actually just throw. Get another stack? No, we just put that directly into the enrichment chamber because there's no reason to take this and turn it into whatever. I don't think this will give silicon when put through the sack mill. Right, this will do. Let's go check if our steel has been melted. Should have. 27 ingots. Look at that. All that steel turned into this little pool of steel. That's so sick. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use these casts to craft whatever. We're going to need a tough rod as a start. We're going to need a hammerhead. And we're going to need 2 of those. And that should use up the last of our ingots, if I'm not wrong. So let's put away the hammerhead. We're going to need that later. And that should be the end of it. Don't think we need the plates for the... Yeah, we do. Okay. And that should end it all. Yes, it did. So before we begin crafting our stuff, we are gonna check out what else we need for this, for the lumber axe, which I really want to create just because it's so cool. We need 3, let's see, and that's 3, that's 6, plus 8, plus 8, plus 8, 16, 22. So we're gonna need 22 more steel ingots, which is not a problem since we have a ton of that now. Let's check it out. Look at that. Look at that. That's so crazy. 22. It's 22. When I'm doing the calculations, the reason that it goes so slow is because I usually calculate in Danish, which is my mother language. So when I sit there and try to calculate in English, it fucks up for me for some reason. So here's the hammer. So let's put in that, and there, and that, and that. And there you have it. That's the steel hammer, and since it's made of steel, it's it's pretty strong. Um, but it will become even stronger when we apply upgrades to it. What the good thing about hammers is that they are very, very useful for like clearing the whole room. If you have a room that you want to clear out, let's say you have this huge room and you just want to clear it, you don't care about the loot or anything, you just want to clear it out because you need you need space for something. You want to build a big spaceship inside your house, and you need the room for it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your massive hammer, and then you're gonna do like that, and it's gonna do these crazy cuts into the wall, 3 by 3. Would you look at that? Look at this. How crazy is this not? Have you seen something like that? That is so brilliant. I mean, seriously, that's amazing. You can clear so much in like no time. Look at that. I just cleared all of this 3 by 3. This is a very, very good tool when you start out. If you start out making the hammer, even the stone one, I started making the steel one because we had the materials. If you even start with the stone hammer, you can like find your if you are looking for diamonds, you can find your diamonds pretty quick this way. Imagine that. Pretty cool, pretty strong, and a very good starter tool because, well, no more is needed to say. And the same goes for the lumber axe, which is the next item we're going to build. And the reason I'm going to build a lumber axe is because it's also amazing and it also has an ability that we're going to use. Oh, wow. So what we're going to do now is we are going to craft that lumber axe I've been talking about for ages. I will not shut up about it. Feels like. Did some item just disappear on me? Where did the axe head go? Oh, that's weird. So, this is it for the lumber axe. So let's do that one. That's this. So put that there, that here, and this here, and that one there, and there's the lumber axe. Now I'm gonna show why I love the lumber axe. You know, when you cut down a tree, the problem is you need to climb up and, you know, get to the top. With the lumber axe, you just cut down one. Look at that. I just take the wood in the bottom and everything else goes down. This is so effective when you're cutting down trees, even huge jungle trees. You can take down a whole jungle tree in like one hit. It's so amazing, really, really, really powerful as well. Um, this is very effective as a starter item, even with just the stone version of this. Goes almost as fast, not as fast as the steel one, but fast enough to get the wood that you need when you first start out. I'm not sure that it works on this one. No, it doesn't. It just takes down everything. Um, I'm gonna do a sugarcane farm at some point as well.
You have the Ignis
Sorry?
You know where the Ignis extruder went?
No. Did it disappear?
Ah, there it is.
Oh, wasn't me. I
You
fixed.
hit it.
I hit it. I'm sorry about that, man. I didn't mean to. So that's it. Don't want that farmland to be there. So What we're gonna do now is we are how far in? We are about 15 minutes in. Okay, we got plenty of time. So we are gonna do some upgrades for these tools, and this is the upgrade. So as you can see here, I can do three modifiers. That means I can upgrade this item three more times, which is pretty cool. And I can do the same for the hammer. It has three modifiers. Mining level, cobalt. That's the highest tier mining, I think. Um,
No,
no? Besides Cobalt, of course.
Alumite is the highest, I think.
Oh. Oh well. Anyway, so what we're gonna do now is we are first of all we're gonna do the diamond. I would really love to have had the books, the Tinker's Construct books, but I lost those. But I think you can actually um,
Craft them.
craft them. If you can't, I'm gonna make a kit that you can just type into the yeah, that you will just be able to type into the chat and you will be given whatever item. So we need a paper and a blank pattern, which shouldn't be the biggest problem to get at all. Let's do the blank pattern first, and then we should have the paper. And there's the first volume of the book, and the second volume requires a book, which we have now. And then we can do this, and now we have what? Two of those? That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, so if I do that, I get volume 2, that's volume 1, that's volume 2, and then there's the mighty smelting, which can be done about the same way, I think. Okay, one, and then turn that into the second, and then into that one. Okay, now we have one of each. Those are the books. I'm gonna add them to the chest we have in the Tinker's Construct room, so that we always have the books, and we will be able to find them and look up all the good stuff that's in these books. And I'm gonna show that off right away. I might as well. There's three different books, which means we have three different kind of stuff we can learn. The first book will have um, it will show you how to make all the stuff, like all the furnitures. There's even the drying rack, which is really cool as well. You can hang up weapons on that. I'm gonna put up some of that. It's gonna tell about all these thingies, all kind of cool stuff that you can craft. Barricades, grout, all the stuff that you're gonna need, and even some upgradable items. And what's that? Double jump? That's cool. Um, all this is stuff that you can create for yourself. Um, Pretty neat to have that. The material mighty smelting materials is the one that shows what materials you can put into this one. You can put bronze, aluminum, magnesium, pig iron, which is steel, aluminide, and all that, and it will also show you how to do all these stuff that we did before. Show you how to do endstone, glue balls, clear glass, seared stone, all of this, which is pretty good to have laying around. And then this is the important book. This is the upgrade book. This is the modifiers. This tells, first of all, it tells how to create all the tools here, which we already know. And this will tell the strength of whatever you make everything up. So if you have wood, it will have the total durability of 97, which is really low, and it have a mining speed of 3.5, which is also really low, and it will only be able to mine iron, which is pretty good for a wood tool. And as you can see, it increases in strength, 4 in speed, and strength as well. Durability goes a big takes a big leap from stone to iron and even flint tools, cactus, and you can see the mining speed differs. Like as you can see, cactus has a higher durability, but the mining speed is lower, and it but this one has higher mining speed but lower durability. So you can mix some of all these items here to get whatever you want, which is a good idea. We made ours only out of one item, which was the steel one, which I cannot find here in this material book. It's okay, so the steel is gone.
No,
Usually,
no, it's there. It's just at the end, I think.
oh yeah, you're right, you're right. It comes later on. There's the paper one. The paper is really good as well. It has, if you look at the handle, the tool, it gives one more modifier, which is really good. So you actually want to make your tool rods out of paper because that gives you extra stuff to add to your item.
A lot of people choose to do the hit, the hammer hit,
Yeah,
as the one you want, for example, cobalt or whatever.
because
And rest is paper for the modifiers, and then you take the highest tire battery one
yeah,
and add it.
mm,
And then you usually go with some kind of armor that can replenish energy.
that's smart.
Yeah,
So as you can see here, cobalt has a really strong. It's really strong. Like the handle modifier is high. The durability is crazy as hell, and I mean 14 mining speed. That's like crazy. But if you go look at steel, it's 10, and it has a pretty high durability as well. So um, the strongest material is malilurium, whatever it's called. That's the best you can get. That's one you want to make your head of. But well, steel is pretty good as well. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. I like the steel. So I'm gonna stay with that. So that is about it about this. So after that we come to the modifiers. The modifiers are stuff that you can add. You can see that if you add diamonds, you will get uh nothing. They changed that. Back in the day, if you added diamonds, it would give you more modifiers, but apparently they...
diamond and a golden block.
Ah, that's right. You need to add more than one thing. Okay, we'll look through this. The emerald will give durability. A normal, just a single diamond will give you 500 extra durability, where the emerald will give you 50%, and that can change. So if you already have 500 durability and you add 50%, that will be 250. But if you had 2000 durability and you added 50%, that would add 1000 more durability. So if you can figure that out, it will that way it would be better to do the emerald one, but it's gonna take a lot till you that's worth it. It's probably not worth it. And the redstone, that's why I wanted to get a lot of redstone, gives more speed. The more speed you have, the faster your item hits. The auto repair from the slime balls, which you can get from moss, um, which we will not use since we're gonna do a battery. Auto smelt, this is um, like if you hammer down walls, it will turn into stone instead of cobblestone, and if you hammer iron, it will turn into iron ingots. It's just like the enchant you can do. That's the moss bowl, that's the lava. And then there's the lock. That's why we wanted the lapis. That was to add the lock. The reason we want to add lock is because lock will increase the amount of materials you get. So if you, for example, sit there and you mine a lot of, let's say, iron, instead of getting one iron ingot from, oh, I mean, one iron ore from one iron ore in the wall, you will maybe get three iron ore and so on. That's the same with diamonds. One diamond might as well give like three diamonds, and so on. Sharpness, this you add to weapons. That's to make the damage increase. You only do that to weapons. That makes no sense to do to a tool, because and there's no reason to have your tools do more damage. Then there's the fire one, do fire damage. Necrotic means that you will heal. That's like life leech. So when you hit something, you heal yourself. Um, Silky gives you silky touch. Uh, that's pretty good. That's like if you wanna, like harvest some grass. You want the grass. You do not want the dirt. Um, you want grass instead, or you don't want the redstone, you want the redstone ore. This one will take the ore instead of the redstone. So just like Silky Touch works with the enchants. This is just how you make them, just so you know. Yes. Reinforced increases the strength, and that is done by adding plates of obsidian, I think. Adding plates at least. Um, Knockback does whatever it says. It knocks back the enemies. Beheading, chop off the heads. That is a really good item if you are gonna do the wither boss. You want beheading because you want to chop off the heads of all the mobs you need to spawn the wither boss, which you will need to make nether stars, which we will need later on. We will need nether stars to make extra modifiers. Bane of Arthras does extra damage to skeletons, I think. Says
Undead in
spiders.
general.
Nah, yeah, spiders. Extra damage to
Oh,
spiders. And undead with the smite. And that's how you do that. And this is what I'm gonna go for. That's the flux. That means you can use redstone flux to charge your weapon. That means you can charge your weapons up by using energy. And there are many ways to do this. You can either use this one, the redstone flux thingy. You can use the battery. You can use lots of other stuff. This is the one I'm gonna go for now. This additional modifiers, one diamond, one gold block. Of course, you can only do this once. You cannot do like three times to get three extra modifiers. You can do this once, and you can actually do it with the golden apple as well, apparently, and a diamond block. That's something new. I haven't seen that before. Uh, That's another additional modifier. I don't know if those stack, if you can use both of these. You might be able to. And then there's the Nether Star. And apparently... Oh, map makers. Okay, you can add as many as you want to if you have the creative head. That's cool. And that's about it. So look into... Um, let's look into doing some of these modifiers. We want to get the gold block as well. I forgot about the gold block. Would have seen it now, but Ghost already told us, so it's pretty cool. Two of these, and gonna need a lot of that. Um, so I'm gonna add the extra modifiers to both of these right away because we might as well. Um, yes. So let's do the extra modifiers for the hammers, and now it will have four remaining modifiers. And this one, you see 3 now, and we add diamond and gold block, and it will come up to 4. And that's it. Those are both upgraded and now have 4 extra modifiers, which is really good. And modifier means how many times you can add stuff like luck and all that. I will show that in a moment. So we know that golden apples, we're gonna need 2 of those, and then we're gonna need the gold. I think it's nuggets you put around it, isn't it? Isn't that how you do golden apples? No? How do you do golden apples? Is that ingots around an apple? Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
Depends on what you need. The golden apple in the purple text or in the what is that, teal?
Is there a difference?
Uh, yeah.
Oh, what's the difference?
The amount of health you regain when you eat it.
Oh, how do you get the purple one? Because I think that's what I was supposed to get for the
Just
extra modifiers.
try the teal one first. But the purple one is apple with blocks of gold.
Oh wow, that's crazy. That's a lot of blocks of gold. Oh wow, that's a lot of gold.
That's 8 times 9. What's that? 72.
Yeah, that's a lot. Well, we're gonna try it with the gold block and the normal golden apple just to test it out, to see if that was what it meant. No, this does not work. So that's some crazy shit there. So what we're gonna need is a lot of gold, which I did not think about. I think we have the materials to get it though. And we're gonna need another diamond block. That is some crazy shit there. How much diamond do we have? Just 9. So that means we need an apple with gold blocks around it. That's really crazy. That's a lot of gold for an extra modifier, but it's an extra modifier and we like extra modifiers. So you see, like this, we need like 8 of those. It's insane, man. It's insane. Thank God that we have this machine here to do all the hard work for us, and we are gonna open the portal to the mining world, and then we're gonna put up a quarry there, and we're gonna get shitloads as well from that. I cannot wait to do that. I have not played with the quarry that much, so I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's really good. I think it's pretty fun to play with the quarry. Oh shit. Oops. I know that Ghost used to play with it before we got the digital miner. The digital miner was a bit more overpowered, but
Was mostly because of the big ass holes I created in the world all over the place.
yeah, exactly. That's why we went to use the digital miner, because it doesn't leave big holes in the ground. But on the other hand, I think it's cool to have big holes because that's how you would do it. I mean, you don't snap gold outside a wall. That doesn't make any sense at all. Besides
What? You
technology.
you don't?
Well, so I think it makes sense to. Oh, 5 modifiers. Would you look at that? That is some crazy shit. Um, well, what I was saying was, it makes sense that you use a quarry instead of a digital miner. It can make sense if you thought of this being the future and you were using some teleportation, scanning something, blah blah. That's how this one works. Uh, but it's a bit overpowered if you ask me, and I'm pretty sure that Ghost agrees.
Yup.
But nevertheless, that's how we roll, that's how we do it, and that's how we do it. Uh,
Oh yeah, guess who has an indoor quarry?
um, someone on YouTube.
Yeah, indeed.
Cool. So that was just a big waste of gold there. Wouldn't exactly call it waste since we're getting something out of it. We're getting an extra modifier. We have 4 modifiers on this, and now we have 5 modifiers, just like the hammer. So what are the modifiers for? They are, of course, to upgrade these items. So what we want to do is we want to upgrade luck. You can only do luck once, I think. Isn't that true? You can max out luck and then that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, luck is a single modifier. That's, yeah, 250
Yeah,
lapis, I think.
that's what I thought. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this crafting table here. We're not ever going to use that anymore in here since we have this crafting table here. So uh, what we're going to do is, what the deuce am I doing? Hang on, what did that create? Compressed cobblestone. That's cool. Um, might as well just put that in right there. I'm going to put this crafting. So we're going to do the modifiers and tinker table. Huh? Huh. Guess we're not going to put it. Turn these into lapis lazuli blocks because that's the fastest way to do it. If you do this, you can see that it adds one level to it, out of 450. So if you take this out now, this is now level 1 lapis out of 450, where if you do this one, it will do 10 at a time. So that must be 9 at a time actually. So this goes a bit faster. It takes 9 at a time, as you can see, like that. On the lumber axe, there's no reason to do that. So as you can see, that was 8 blocks of lapis gave 73. So if you can imagine how much lapis we're gonna need all in all just to get this tool fully upgraded. That's gonna take a lot of lapis, which we will have eventually by doing this. Um, so this will take some time to fill this one up, but I'm gonna max it out, and it's gonna take one modifier. As well as that, we can use the redstone. The redstone is a bit different though, in a way that I will be showing you in just a second. Let's get rid of all this stuff here in the back. I love. I've said this many times, and I'm gonna say it one more time. I bloody love this. I bloody love the whole idea about the um, applied ingestics computers. You can just dump stuff in, and you get rid of them from your bag. It's so nice and so easy. Um, so what I did there, now if you look at the axe, it has 5 modifiers, where if you look at the um, hammer, it has 4 modifiers. When this one is filled up, it will have used that modifier up, and there's 4 more modifiers. That means we can add 4 more things to this. So we're going to do the same with redstone on this one. Let's add redstone to this. You can see we have 1 out of 50. So redstone takes 50 at a time, where the luck takes 450. That's because that's level 1 redstone. Okay, so we can do redstone, we can do lapis one, we can do that once, but the redstone we can do more than once. We can do it like, I don't know how many times you can do it. Uh, Unlimited, I guess. If you
Yeah.
had unlimited amount of modifiers, you could do it unlimited amount of times, but you don't have unlimited amount of modifiers unless you're doing creative. So that means you could exponentially increase the speed of this one a lot. But we're not gonna do that. So now if you look at the modifiers on this one, it will only have 3 left. So we want to do one of the important ones before we fill the redstone in, and that's the flux capacitors. We want the flux capacitors because we want to be able to recharge the hammer on a recharge pad. So first of all, let's make the recharge pad. By do that, we need mechanism up, and I think we have the materials to make this one. It's not that expensive. The recharge pad is pretty cheap, but it's one of my favorite items in the game, to be honest. I cannot for the life of me find it. There we go. See, that's pretty cheap. Steel, we got tons of that. Pressure plates. piece of
Did
cake. One,
you
two, three. That's it. Pressure plates. So the battery is the most expensive part, which is not expensive at all when you have what we have. So that's it. That's
remember
a.
to go for the highest type battery?
Oh, there's a difference.
Uh, I'm not sure if they fixed it or if it was on purpose, but I figured out that use the higher type battery, the energy in the weapon will also increase the
Oh,
amount it's possible can take.
oh, that's good to know. Cool. So what this does, the charge pad is you can stand on it and it will recharge using the battery power from up here. It will use that to recharge whatever item you have in your bags or on your gear or whatever. Anything that has battery will get recharged by standing on this, and that is if it's RF, MJ, or EU, or even the applied energetics one. Any power will be recharged on this one. Very cool. I love this. This is one of my favorite items. There's only one item that's more cool than that. That's the applied energetics. Applied energetics. No, that's not applied energetics. I think it's End.io version. End.io has a version that you just have to be in the room, so you can put it on the ground and just step into the room, and your items will be recharged. You don't even have to go close to them. So that's like wireless power, pretty powerful, um, pretty cool. So there's that. So I just heard in my ear that when we're gonna do the flux upgrade, whenever it's loaded, there we go. This is the flux upgrade, flux capacitor. I was just told that we should do the best one, which must be the one with the highest RF, which is 80k, is it? 400k?
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
2
on.
million? 10 million?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. Go for the resonant energy cell instead.
Okay, what's that? It's
It's
even
five
better?
times. It's five times the amount of energy compared to the flux capacitors.
Okay, so you're sure there's a difference, though?
100% no.
Should I look it up?
Yeah, do it, do it.
Yeah, okay. There's 15 minutes left, so I'm gonna go look up whether the energy cells are better than the flux capacitors and whether the strength makes difference. Be right back. All right, and I am back. So we have actually gone and researched a bit on this. It appeared that on the website it said it did not make any difference what you put onto the whatever battery you put onto the tools. Um, the amount of power that it would hold would not change, but then Ghost went into single player and went into game mode, whatever, spawned what he needed to do it, and then he tested it out himself. And it appeared that if you do not use the biggest amount of batteries, you will not get as much power saved in your weapon. So, what that means in short is that a small capacitor or battery means small power saving in the weapon, means the capacitor in the weapon. The amount of power the weapon can hold will be low, where if you use the best battery, you will have lots and lots of battery on your weapon. So there is a difference. The websites are just wrong. The official Wikipedia is wrong apparently. So that's really good to know, and I hope those of you who watches this take note of that because that's some very important information. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna instead of using the capacitors, which are showing up in just a second. Capacitors.
The
Like that.
Pokeballs.
Yeah, it looks like Pokeballs. That's actually not wrong. I cannot spell right now. Capacitors. There we go. So instead of using these Pokeballs, we are gonna use something else. And what we're gonna use is we're gonna use the thermal expansions batteries, which are called energy cells, apparently. So we're gonna do the resonant energy cell, and it will take quite a while to get here because resonant energy cells are pretty expensive to do. I think that's the strongest, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
resistant.
strongest. So what
It's the same for the flux capacitors.
exactly?
Oh, and you need Enderium ingots.
Exactly, I'm gonna need Endarian ingots. And what are Endarian ingots made of, do you think? Of course, it's made of Endarium blend, which is made of polarized shiny metal and silver dust and resonant ender. So what we're gonna need is ender pearls to do the best battery. So I think for these tools we have that. No, I'm not gonna. No, no, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Um, we will need a lot of machines for this. We will need a lot of thermal expansion machines, which is pretty cool. I love thermal expansion machines. They're cool. So I think we're gonna go for it. Nah, you know what? Fig it, we're not gonna go for that. That's just too crazy. I think we're just gonna go for the capacitor uh, batteries for now, and then we can change it out later, making new weapons. It's not that expensive, so we're gonna go for the capacitor instead. And that takes lead ingot. You see, this is sulfur dust as well. What's that? Gunpowder? How do you get sulfur? Do I have any sulfur? No. I think you get sulfur from the netherworld. That's
Sulfur.
sulfur, yeah.
Yeah, you get it from sulfur.
In
The
the
ores.
that's in the nether, isn't it?
Yeah, primarily. You can also get it in overworld, I think.
Let's check it out. Sulfur. Yeah, there's nothing in this overworld at least. So I'm gonna go to the nether real quick and grab some sulfur. We're gonna need that to make the smallest of the batteries, and I'm just gonna go for that just for the sake of showing you guys how it works. No, 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 no. I'm gonna upgrade it until I need something special to upgrade it, I think. Actually, let's do the energy cells instead. How much power does the energy cell hold? Come on.
Uh,
They
which one?
hold 400k for the smallest one, and the ender or capacitor holds 10k, isn't it? 80k. So there's a difference, 400k or 80k for the smallest one. So we're gonna go for the cells, that's for sure. I'm gonna check if there's anything we need in the world first. So let's check this out. What do we need to create this? We need copper ingots. We need redstone. We need this, which is electrum blend. And electrum blends are made out of gold dust, silver dust. Pretty easy to get. Um, also,
Watch out, there's a ghast in
oh shit. Also pretty easy to get. So everything that we need here is easy to get. So we're gonna go for that instead. Um, and we are gonna have to play with some new machines. These are some machines from thermal expansion. Uh, and I know what the machines are. I can't remember the names of them, but I will know in just a second. Oh, that's true.
You need a fluid transposer, a magma crucible, Ignis. No, sorry, not Ignis.
We need
Induction smelter.
induction smelter. Do I need to have an induction smelter? Is there not another way to do them? You can do the alloy
Uh,
smelter as well,
yeah, I think you can.
or you can just smelt the blend. So we don't need the induction smelter. There is no reason to do that. But we will need for the electrum blend. No, will not need anything. Okay, we can do everything. Oh, that's so cool. Back in the day, you had to have different kind of stuff. So, okay, what we're gonna need is we're gonna need some silver. Let's get that from the miner instead. Like this. Let's delete this and do silver. We're gonna need some silver ores like that, and we're gonna have to turn that into stuff like that. Here's the silver, and here's some gold. Lucky us. Um, and if you take those two and mix them up in the crafting table right over here, the silver and the gold, we should get the electrum blend, which we did. Lucky us. 20 electrum blend. If you put that into the furnace, you will get electrum ingots. That was pretty straightforward. We're gonna save these a bit, use them later. Um, gets pretty straightforward as well. So energy cell, come on, load faster, please. Come on, come on. Time's are wasting. There we go. And we need the previous one to upgrade and all that. So we need this one. For that, we need the redstone. There we go. And we need this one. Oh, that's not what I meant to click. And there we go. We got the leadstone energy cell. And I'm gonna show you the power one. If I stand on this one, you will see that the power goes up. No, it does. Huh.
Probably not a battery.
Okay, so it does not charge batteries apparently, or maybe it's not working. I'm gonna try and put it. No, well, it's not getting any power.
Since it's
Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Now it's filled up. That was quick. So it does work, but you cannot power it up by having it in your hand. Apparently, you used to be able to do that though. Um, you can't do that with these batteries. That does not matter at all. It's going to be something different when we put it inside our weapon. So that's a 400k one. I think we will upgrade it even further if we can. I'm gonna upgrade until I run out of materials, or until I run into something weird like ender pearls or something like that, which we're gonna need a shitload of. So there's the hardened energy cell, which contains 2 million. Look at that, 400k to 2 million. That's just crazy shit. That needs Invar ingots. Invar is comes from Invar blend, which is iron, ferrous, iron and ferrous. Okay, ferrous. We do not have any ferrous, so we are gonna go mine that up. Um, might as well
what is it
just
you need?
the ferrous ingots.
Oh yeah.
Ferrous. I think that's how you spell it. No. Oh, hang on. Ferrous. Isn't that how I wrote it? Yeah. Ferrous ore. Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work like that.
Come on. Ferrous ore, where are you at? There, 436.4. So let's try this filter thingy called mod ID. 474.4. No, you can't add.
Are you in your base? Yeah.
Do you have any ferries on you?
Yep. I just brought it.
Okay. So what we could do would be go down there, get some Ferrizor ourselves with our pickaxe, and then put it onto this one with the item filter instead. That would be a way to do it, but we'll just let Ghost help us out. Thank you for the help, Ghost.
Problem.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this off because we need the polarized version of it.
Oh,
Well, that
sorry. I accidentally took some of your
sorry.
pure Xertus quartz crystal. I'm bringing it back now.
Oh, cool. So there's the Invar blend, which we need it. I'm gonna make just a few of them. Might not we might not need this much, but I'm gonna bring it anyway. Okay, so let's get back to the energy cell.
Want the pure crystals and the ME?
Yes, sure. Thank you. Um,
Oops.
the hard one, and we want the one at the end. Okay, we need to smell this. Oh, Invar. There we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna smelt the Invar blend, and we're gonna get the Invar ingots, which we will need just the four of. That's fine. So what we're gonna do is put the energy cube, put the Invar around it, just as anything else, and now we're up to 2 million. 400k out of 2 million because we loaded one of it. Energy cell, let's check the next one. This is going pretty smooth. This is pretty straightforward. It's not going to be like that all the way up. Then there's the redstone, which is 10 million, and then 50 million at the end. So the redstone is going to need what? Oh, wow. So we cannot jump from that to this, apparently. No, you cannot. Oh, huh.
What?
Apparently, okay. So this is where we would use the fluid transposer, which would be hardened glass as well. Okay. Okay, so this will take a lot more effort to do. So we're gonna go for the hardened energy cell. I already said that I'm gonna go all the way until it gets messy. So I'm gonna upgrade with this one, which is 2 million should be more than enough. So what you do is you add your tool. We're doing the hammer right now, and you add the energy cube, and you will get the flux. So here we go. Now the hammer has the power. I can't see how much yet. I think I have to recharge it to be able to see how much power it has or will get. And as you can see here, it's gonna recharge from standing on it, I think. Oh yeah. Oh, it's not working.
What's not working?
You cannot recharge the weapons by standing on the charge pads. Oh, that sucks. You used to. If I put it in here, I'm afraid my client will crash and the server will crash as well. I'm gonna try. Nothing. Okay, so you can charge these one up in the battery though. So if you want to charge them up, you will have to use the battery. You cannot just stand. No, I know why it's not working. I know. And that's why the battery didn't charge either. It's the cable again. Look at the cable. Now it's connecting and now it's recharging. Yes, look at that. The numbers are going up. Yes, this is how it works. So you can just go and stand on this one and it will charge itself up. And there you go. You now have it driven by electricity instead of using durability. And if you use up all the electricity, it will still have the durability as an extra buffer. And when you break that durability, you will have to repair it with steel ingots. Um, so That's pretty neat. So what we can do now is we can actually begin mining with it using energy instead. So if we go all the way down here, right there. So if you look at this, if you look here, it will say 563,000 RF, and if I use it once, it will say 562, 224. So it has actually used some power, and that's how it works. And you can just go ahead mine like crazy with that. Pretty cool. And that's about it for this episode. I'm gonna do fully upgrades. I'm gonna show the last thing here. When I get all the way up, we are 3 minutes too far. That's how it's gonna be. Some long episodes, some short. Alright, so if we put this in now, you can see that we only have 2 modifiers left, which means when I use this redstone up, I'm gonna show you real quick before we end this episode. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Almost done. um, shit. I just made a lot of redstone. That was stupid. No, 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 that's not a problem. You can change that. You can do it like that. So we can do this, this. Alright, so that's a way of keeping your redstone compact and taking up less space, by the way. So what we want to do is we're going to do these upgrades with the redstone blocks, and if you look at this, it's going 27 and it's going 46, and then we will not be able to use the blocks more anymore because they will go over the amount. You see, 46 plus 9 is more than 50. So what you want to do is you want to add 2 of each like this, and then you will end up at 50. I have 2 modifiers left, just like I had before, and I'm at, oh, there you go, still 2. It's 50-50, and I've got 2 modifiers left. So if I add this now, it will get to 100, and I will only have 1 modifier left. So I can keep going up like that. And that way I will be ending up getting over 100, so I can do like this and then add the 1, and there we go, 1 modifier left, and I'm at 100 in speed. And if I add these now like that, I will end up at the total of 850, and as you can see, I will not be able to do any more upgrades to it with the redstone. I will be able to add more lapis to it till I'm at 450, but now it's totally filled out with the speed. The redstone is the speed, so now it should be pretty quick. Let's go test it out and end the episode with that. Here is the wall, and if you look now, it's pretty quick now. And I'm even, look, if I begin hitting just stone, it's almost instant. See, this is how you mine. There's the diamond, I promise you. You see, this is really, really powerful, and apparently bugged.
Hmm?
Uh, just some of the walls that bugged on me. There we
Oh
go.
yeah, it happens from time to time.
Yeah. So that fixed it. If you get that bug, you just put something down and you then hit it again. And if that doesn't fix it, just relock the server. This is not a server error, this is a client error. So you will just have to reload your game to fix it. And that is 5 diamonds because there's a bit of luck on it as well, so that's pretty good. I would have gotten even more diamonds if I had maxed out my luck, but look at all the materials I just got just from that little stunt I just did there. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode where we might get into the auto feeding and all that jazz I've been talking about all the time. I keep getting sidetracked. I am terribly sorry about that. Um, I'm gonna look into if I can lower the sound of the animals. Sometimes there is a sound box, sound mute. I think it's called a mute box or something. Some mods has it. I'm not sure if we have one. Sound muffler. Yeah, I'm gonna put up a sound muffler. That's That is really good. What it will do is it will decrease the volume of anything that's around it. So, thank you for watching and see you in the next episode. Goodbye.